welcome back to Choice Bits of Bliss. My name is Cilla. What I have before you today is the 3 Pink Fresh collections that I had put together to keep myself from buying Happy Heart. So this is what I printed out from Happy Heart. And I found something that just, it made my heart happy. Remember the Hobby Lobby Paper Studio paper pad that I got? Well, look at this. Look at that. Is that not a perfect match in color scheme? So, what I'm going to do, this is just for me. That's not for a challenge. This is just for my enjoyment and to get some layouts completed. I'm not trying to make anything happen. When I saw these together, I thought, this is it. I had told you that I was going to play with these kits sometime this spring. So that's what I'm going to do. I've printed out my March 2022 page maps sketches. I'm going to let those guide me. And I'm going to play with these kits. So I'm going to pause the video, and when I come back, I'll have some layouts done. Okay, we're back, and we have some layouts completed. I made 3 layouts using the last 3 layouts, or the last 3 sketches, I'm sorry, on the March 2022 page map. So I used this one, and this one. So when I was working on this sketch, I'll pull it back up for you to look at. If I can get my fumble fingers to work. Excuse me. So it's this sketch here. So when I was working on that one, I just loved the great big scallop. Loved it. And when I was looking through my Pink Fresh paper, there was, of course, a rainbow paper. Not rainbow as in rainbow, but rainbow as in rainbow order. So I took my punch, my circle punch, that is 1,000 years old. This is a Creative Memories, and you get two sizes in one punch. I loved when they did these. So I think I used the 1.5 inch. Yes, I used the 1.5 inch circle and punched out my circles to create my gradient scallop. Not gradient. Gradient's the wrong word. Rainbow scallop. And I think it's so cute. The photos are of last spring. This was before we moved up. We had come up here for a visit, for a week visit, and to check on our house because the ladies who clean our house had said, you know, there was some leaking issues, and so we made plans quickly to come up here and check on things. And this was in April 2021. And look below, if you can see in the pictures. So things were beginning to bloom, and there's snow on the ground. Yeah, I'm being told that that's the thing. So, and as I'm doing this today, it's snowing here. We've got probably 3 inches on the ground now, and it's still snowing. So there's that. This layout is, I used the paper pad from Hobby Lobby because I think it really just kind of blends well with the color schemes. It's a little more vintagey style, and Pink Fresh is very clean. It just has a very clean look. It doesn't have the distressed edges, or it doesn't have that shabby chic type look. It's just very clean. And this paper here is from the paper pad from Hobby Lobby that I showed a while back. this day, we were out looking for, we were out touring around this area to look at the towns of offices that I could apply for. So I had applied and had an interview, and we had come up here and we were just checking things out. So, and then after we had got finished looking, I don't know what that's on my hair, a little white piece. We found this little town that was on the water, and just went out on the boardwalk. They had these cute little shops, and then went to the beach area and just enjoyed ourselves. And this quote right here says, "Never give up. Today is hard. Tomorrow may be harder, but soon there will be sunshine." And that ended up being so, so true. This layout is, I saw this. This is Rosie Studio. And it said, "I wouldn't change a thing." And then I just put in the rest of the title, "Wait, yes, I would." So we had set our wedding date, and they decided to have area training the week of my mandatory area training, the week of my wedding. Oh my gosh, I can't tell you how stressed out I was. So stressed out. And my husband, of course, you know, I'm traveling to Fort Lauderdale. He wants to make sure that I'm okay. So I sent him pictures to show him that I'm okay. Physically, I'm fine, but oh my gosh, I was so stressed out because we have this mandatory training. We're required to have this knowledge that they're presenting to us. And at the end of the week, I'm getting married. It was unbelievably really, really tight time constraints. Glad that's behind me. So that's the 3 layouts that I completed with my Pink Fresh. And the whole point was to try to keep myself from buying Happy Hearts from Pink Fresh. Well, scrapbook.com had 5% off, and I bought it. So I bought the papers that I like. I didn't get the whole entire collection, so I did do that. I will have some Happy Heart next week sometime. That is all for this video that I wanted to share. I just needed to take a break from all of the organizing that I've been doing and purging that I've been doing to create and just have a little bit of downtime and some fun, because the organizing, I'm making really good progress, but it's also a little frustrating. I've reduced my footprint quite a bit, but I've also purchased some organizational aids that create restrictions. That may sound a little confusing. So I'm going to pause for 1 second, and then when I come back, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, this is handheld, but I wanted you to see what I'm talking about when I say I have purchased organizational restrictions. So these white containers are totally Tiffany, and they hold some special manufacturers that I don't have a lot of their product, and these 3 inches prevent me from going overboard. I tend to do that. So, for example, Cocoa Vanilla is a brand that is pricey simply because they're from Australia, and I don't have a lot. I don't want to ever exceed those 3 inches. I don't want to exceed 3 inches of Mente. I don't want to exceed 3 inches of P13. I don't want to exceed 3 inches of Felicity Jane, even though it may be, so like over here, I have my seasons, and this is spring and summer on the top, and this is fall here in the middle. So even if I were to have a fall Mente collection, I want it to be with my Mente papers so that I know exactly where to go to access it. Another thing that I've been doing is up here on this part. These are my themes, starting with birthday, going all the way to sports. I've reduced what I have in each one of those dividers. So for faith, example, that is all I want to have in faith. So if I use something and I have some space to add to it, I can add, but I don't ever want to go beyond that. And down here, I allotted 2 spaces for home, and once I got everything organized and I know what I haven't exceeded that. This is also from the home collection, and this is also home collection. I'm sorry, the home theme. So once I get those used up, I want to maintain this parameter. I don't want to go over it ever again. Another thing that I'm doing is when I have these small, so this is 1 inch. It's a small theme. I don't want to ever go past that in pets because I don't scrapbook pets all the time. And my pet themed papers, products, ephemera, whatever, that's as much as I ever want to have. I don't want to ever go past beyond that. So I'm happy with where I'm going. It is a little tiring. I still have so much work to do to get it to where I really, really want it to be. I still have my tools here. I have my dies that they need to be fine-tuned. My stamps, I did. I worked on those. I got those in order. I didn't put those up. I used those and I didn't put them back up where they belong. But everything else, I'm working on it a little bit at a time. Okay, that's enough of sharing all of my space. We will come back and talk again soon.